Hey there, it's your favorite, sexiest deputy general manager of Regal Cinemas Alive doing yet another stand-up set, and of course he's doing it while smoking because, I only smoke about 5 to 7 a day, and 6 to 9 of them are during these stupid videos. But I thought during my break, which I always take behind this Target parking lot, I would I should talk about something that's grinding my gears. It's pissing me off, man, That grinds my gears. Been grinding my damn gears there. Grinds my gears. I can't do a Peter Griffin impression, and he's problematic, so I won't. Ally. American Dad's funny. Anyway, guys, let's settle this once and for all. 2 things that gotta be settled. First thing, you can't not be allowed to be racist towards white people. You can be racist towards us. I can't say you can't be racist towards us. You can, but we deserve the marginalization after, our centuries of, what's it called? Marginalization, yeah. So, go for it. Call us everything. Honky, cracker, fucking pale, white, jerk. Assume we're all racist. Just assume it. I think that, any white person... I've gotten in an argument with a black stranger that accused me of being racist, and instead of responding to that, I'm just like... Let's get back to the original argument. Let's not argue about that, because even if I felt the opposite, I don't want to get my ass kicked. Am I racist? I don't know. Probably. It's systemic. That's what systemic racism is. Learn something every day. But... there are a sect of people out there that, honest to their God, think you can be racist towards Italian Americans. You can't. Never. Not anymore. Maybe back in the day. But even then, they should have known that wasn't going to last nearly as long as, say, other people that the Bible specified. Or that we justified, doing that hundreds of years ago. First off, Ron DeSantis. You're going to try to defend him as a different race? If you don't know who Ron DeSantis is, I don't want you to necessarily watch my videos anymore. So, here's the thing. The Italians think, hey, we ain't been trusted that. We've been disrespected in this here country. Bada bing, mamma mia, spicy meatball. People, they stereotype us with us. We do as we should. Until I saw the Super Mario movie, I was offended that Chris Pratt was using a Brooklyn accent instead of an actual Italian accent. And then, it's just, you're white, you're even more blinding white than me and Jim Gaffigan. This is why, because you are blind to your privilege. The Irish, on the other hand, they know what the fuck we're talking about. We came here, people hated us, then we took over. Now we're doing great. All those stereotypical Irish cops back in today, that was us taking over. And none of you saw it coming, except unless you watched the 60s Batman. Anyway. You don't get that joke. It's not your fault, but it is. Anyway, you can't be racist towards Italian Americans. Well, they used to not hire us. They used to see us as different. Oh my God, Vinnie Barbarino, that kind of thing. And the Irish were like, are there any signs that said Italian need not supply? There weren't. How do you like that? What about the Irish ones? And as a kid, when I saw Irish need not apply, I'm just like, oh, we're the master race. We don't need to apply. We're great. No. They thought of us as Mexicans. And I could say a lot of racist stuff, and I actually said one in an earlier take that I had to redo this because systemic racism, and look at this. Jim Gaffigan wasn't talking about us being blinding white, etc. But here's the thing. Not only as an Irish person, we were marginalized, and it's bullshit to act like in this, today's America that we can be marginalized. We welcome it. Look, St. Patrick's Day still exists, and we don't complain about it. We raise a glass to it. You guys have Christopher Columbus Day. Oh, let's celebrate the genocide of Native Americans. But it was by an Italian guy that did it for the Spanish. Or Spanish for Italian. I don't remember. The point is, they don't remember. But we remember we got them snakes out of Ireland. Why the fuck how could a snake survive in a climate such as Ireland's anyway? It's fucking 40 degrees all you're wrong. As soon as the snake fell to the hill on its head on an 80-degree day, it was only a mistake. Like, how do we believe the snakes were in Ireland? Well, let's go to the classic Irish stereotype. Oh, we were drunk the whole time. Snakes, whatever, fucking rats, British, I don't know, poop, anything. Get it away from us. And we rolled with that until now, and we'll continue to. But we welcome it on, make fun of us. We write songs. Oh, we beat our wives, our lives are ruffled, and we write these songs. I hope that you stay again and have another pint. This song so long, the song will always last, but raise the glass. I don't know, I freestyled that. Anyway. So, us Irish, just make fun of us. Do whatever the fuck you want. We're gonna laugh our ass off. You can say whatever you want about the Irish, and the first person that gets canceled, as you want to put it, oh, we're gonna cancel the shit out of him. He's gonna be shipped to England. We're gonna bring him to Ireland and put him on a boat, tied to it, and like, off to the Britain you go, off to the fucking those guys. We learned about it in history class, and so look. You can't be racist towards the Irish, because if you were, you would be Irish yourself and very confused. But think about the Irish. You can't be racist towards us. We're too predictable. Think about it. We're just like every other race. This is how the system keeps going. Back in the day, we were drunk. You would have 19 kids because you were only allowed to fuck, unless it was for children, because Virgin Mary was watching the whole time. You make eye contact and you're like, no, all right, here comes little Timmy, here he comes. And I was doing this kind of motion. I'm on my break, it's fine. And that's what it was like. And we would just sit there and we would realize that our lives are, shambles. And we complained about this God, passive aggressively, like, oh, well, the Virgin Mary tells me not to, that was the times. Couldn't fucking avoid the truth. But, no. Things have since changed, and we've got Irish people that are upset by getting racist. They'll get upset, not because you're making fun of the Irish, but because you're white. Well, what could be whiter in the world than that? But here's the Irish system. We got drunk, and we kept it going. We had 19 children. We forgot the names of at least 2/3 of them. And then we'd get drunk, and instead of dealing with it and being fathers with a good example, we'd say, like, fuck the money for potatoes, I'm gonna go get drunk at the tavern. And with the tater money, the young'uns would see, oh, Poppy's left me to starve. I don't think an Irish person's ever said Poppy, but sure. He left me to starve. Oh no, I'm going through all these hormones. I'm going through puberty. There's all this abundant whiskey in the house, and I'm very upset. And I've got this, by example. Have you ever heard of a teenager knowing that there is alcohol in the house and deciding, hey, we share here, right? This is a sharing is caring place, right? So the teenagers, they get fucking depressed, and they write, and they say all the poetry Dad wrote about, how much they hate their lives, their wives, their drinking, and especially the fucking kids. You know what else do teenagers that are disillusioned, especially if they're drunk, do than anyone else, more than anyone else? They write fucking depressed ass poetry. It's what they did, I hurt myself today to see if I could still feel. That's one a little bit British. I'll be the one sacrificed for that. When I was a young lad, my daddy took me to see a marching band. That song sucks. Anyway, that's how it works. You get drunk, you put it in their heads, the kids get depressed, they get drunk, and you all are recording it just so that your future kids are like, listen, do you know what I went through to make sure I just tried to fuck. You're here because I tried to fuck once. This is the sacrifice I made for you. Sweet baby Jesus was looking at you the whole time. Do you know what it's like to have a ghost of a baby looking at you the whole time? I was just like, why can't you go be crucified for him? And even then, that's pretty fucked up because you're crucified. But no, the little baby's going to be staring at you the whole time. And it's just like, shit. Fine. And this is how little Seamus was born. I'm kidding. I'm the third. I'm James Paul Donnelly the third. This is the second time how James has been born. I'm also kidding. My dad lost his faith in God when I told him I was an atheist when I was 15 years old. If I was 5, I was about to say 5 years old, and you told me the whole deal is, definitely would have 5, but that's sort of bordering on George Carlin, ripping him off. And even then, I was just like, I don't want to rip George Carlin off, and I lost my Irish accent. It's bullshit. Anyway, bye-bye. I want to live. Look at the other video. See the fucking thing of that.